it's Shannon Long, and today we are all the way down in Cincinnati, Ohio, drinking beers at Rhinegeist Brewery.
I love Rhinegeist, absolutely.
It's just a great atmosphere. They make awesome beers.
If you don't find something that you like at Rhinegeist, you're doing it wrong.
I do love Rhinegeist. I'm actually from Cleveland. I drove down today. This is my first time here. It's awesome.
In the short amount of time they've been in this city, just a handful of years, they've really made an impact. They're in every bar.
I love the fact that they're one of the first breweries in Cincinnati to really hit it big, and really it made a big name for all of Cincinnati.
Yeah, being a Cincinnati native, it's just anything that's Cincy proud is really awesome to be part of.
During the weekends though, like definitely pops off in here. Like this place will be packed out, like wall to wall. Especially during the summertime, we'll have the rooftop open.
It's a great meetup spot. They have the games that keep us entertained.
And I have to say I'm addicted to ping pong, so this is my go-to place to go play.
We're really lucky, honestly, that they opened this up. Like it's a really great spot. A lot of people come here. We have a really good time.
Rhinegeist Brewing was started in 2013 by friends Brian Goulding and Bob Bonder, who recognized that Cincinnati was thirsty for local craft beer.
Well, Bob and I were consulting together 10 years ago now, doing marketing analytics work and hating our jobs. And he called me on my birthday and was like, yo, you gotta move out here to Cincinnati, build a brewery.
Bryant fell in love with the city and the idea of bringing the historic Over the Rhine Brewery District back to life with Rhinegeist, which translates to Ghost of the Rhine.
Well, when we were looking for a place to put the brewery, we know Rhinegeist was kind of the name that played off of the ghost of the history, the spirit of the Rhine, over the Rhine, this neighborhood where there were 40 plus breweries around Cincinnati before Prohibition. This building was a Christian Moorline bottling plant. It was built in 1895. It's 112,000 square feet. This feels like a cathedral, and it could be a cathedral for beer. I want to be in here. I've never been in a building like this that was a brewery a long time ago, died out, and we could step into it and bring it back to life. And watching people walk in that first door, they do this sort of, oh my God, I had no idea.
The next piece of the puzzle Rhinegeist needed to put in place was that of finding a head brewer. Enter Jim Matt, who formulates most of the recipes and prefers to be called the Chief Scientific Officer due to his commitment to quality control. All right, Jim, we're in your lab.
Yes.
Where all the quality control is taking place.
Correct. Quality really is separated into three different aspects. It's microbiology, it's analytical chemistry, and it's sensory.
Jim brought to the table in the early days his quality background. He was a chemist for 20 plus years and a home brewer, beer geek as well. So he's kind of a mad scientist, but his regimen in quality control has been really key.
You always have to really dive into a lot of things just to keep the quality level right. It's like it's cleaning and re-cleaning. The slightest little amount of bacteria in there could manifest itself and ruin a batch of beer. Quality is consistency, number one. It pains me to say this, but I use like the gold standard of quality is Anheuser-Busch.
Consistent every time.
It's consistent every time. They will blend, they will throw batches down the drain, or they'll demote the Budweiser down to Busch if it's not in spec.
We now have 4 in our lab downstairs. We made a ton of investments there. And so now we've got a team that's almost as big as our brewing team in quality control.
The original expectation was to brew 7,000 barrels in 3 years, but they did almost 60,000 in 2016 alone.
The mash lauter ton here, this is an oversized one, was able to increase our production by about 30%, but the original one was a 20 barrel system. And
4 turns a day?
4 turns a day, mashing in by hand. We didn't have the nice little rakes that are spinning around in there.
A large part of their success is also due to the creative ways they have spread the word about the brewery.
I'm going to get killed for saying this, but we're not really a brewery here. We're a marketing company that brews the occasional beer. So marketing is very important here at Rhinegeist.
All right, Jim, now it's time for a beer or two.
Yeah, sure, sounds good. This is Cougar. We hope that this is a great introductory beer, so it's a little bit higher in bitterness units, IBUs is what we call them, and it has a little bit more malt character than your typical yellow fizzy beer.
This beer is so bright. Everything about it is just bright and happy in my mouth right now. You can't cover something up with a hop or something like that. You've got to have it just on point, which I definitely think you do.
Thank you.
Cougar, it's a nice light summer beer, whereas the Panther is definitely my winter beer. I like a good porter.
Let's go with Panther next. We'll get a little contrasting color on that one. You'll notice it's not completely black.
So this is gonna be a really true to style robust porter.
Yes, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but it balances with the dark malt character, and you get a little bit of coffee and chocolate notes to it. Bitterness is low.
You nailed it again. This is such a great beer.
Next, we'll go with, let's go with Mosaic.
Ooh, I've been hearing all about this beer, and I'm pretty excited to try it. So this beer, I'm gonna guess, has exclusively Mosaic hops in it?
Correct. We do use a bittering hop on it, but you don't get any of the character of that bittering hop. It's called Bravo. It's a single hop that has such a broad spectrum of flavor to it that it's a beautiful beer.
This beer is so good.
I love this beer.
This beer is not messing around. It takes you, it's complex with one hop. Mosaic hop takes you through a journey with this beer.
Like a good story, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. They're all different.
Absolutely. One more beer for me to try, and it's your most popular. It's
40% or more of our sales.
I'm drinking the Truth IPA. It's one of my favorites. I love it.
Rhinegeist Truth all day long. It's incredible. Never lets me down. Tried and true to it.
You gotta go with Truth. It's like such a perfect IPA.
Rhinegeist Truth, one of the best IPAs in the city, up for awards. It's great. It's really great. They're doing a good job.
When we were getting started, the two words we settled on were hoppy and sessionable. We knew we wanted to brew deep West Coast, so we wanted to be innovative, have high quality beer that was world class, and play with hops.
I mean, they really got it down. I mean, IPAs, everyone loves their IPAs, but they really got it down. It's their staple, it's their most popular, and they crush it every batch.
It's got a little bit of malt character to it. It's
beautiful.
It's kind of golden. We use Centennial, Simcoe, Citra, and Amarillo hops on this one.
Medium bodied, not too thick. Good amount of bitterness, but not too over the top. It just like hits everything on the right level, like super clean finish, doesn't linger too long in your mouth.
The Citra will give high notes of mango and papaya, and they all kind of tie together.
I'm definitely getting a lot of the grapefruit and the mango. And well, cheers. Thanks for letting me try some of your beers.
You're welcome.
Brian, Jim, thanks so much for having me to Rhinegeist today. We had a great time. Cheers.
Cheers.